Hey everybody, Pastor Dan here. I am joined by Shannon Dillard, our new church life coordinator. How you doing, Shannon?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. This is part of our Meet the Council series. We have a number of new council members who have just been elected to church council. One of them, of course, is you, Shannon. And this is just an opportunity for the congregation to kind of get to know the council members a little bit, hear a little of your story, and find out how to get involved in some of what you're leading up at our church. So, first off, thanks for doing this video with me, Shannon. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. You're welcome.
First question, I guess. Tell us a little bit about yourself and especially your church background. What did that look like? Growing up.
Growing up, my family didn't attend a church regularly, but being from the South, you're kind of culturally a mix of Southern Baptist and Pentecostal.
We won't hold that
Most,
against you.
yeah, most weeks if you stay over with a friend, you end up going to one church or another.
Hmm.
So I got to try a little bit of everybody out that was available in the area. It wasn't until my senior year that my parents became involved in a church. Unfortunately, it was not open and affirming, and it was at a time when I was first going off to college.
Hmm.
So I did have to do a kind of pray away the gay for a little
Mm.
while.
Oh wow.
Um, so the funny thing is, it kind of backfired on the pastor because one
Really?
of the assignments was to read the Bible, the whole Bible. And it was supposed to be over the course of a year, but
Yeah.
I was an English major and I read it very, you know, within probably 6 to 8 weeks and presented
Oh,
him
that's
with a paper on why homosexuality isn't relevant and doesn't apply to the Bible. And
what
that
did,
was
what did
kind
the
of,
pastor think of that? How'd that go over?
he appreciated the fact that I had done the reading and the work, but he disagreed with the premise of my paper. It
Okay.
pretty much terminated the relationship with the family and the church, anyways. My mom didn't like getting prayed over for having a queer child.
Well,
Um, and the pastor didn't really like being challenged.
yep.
So, what it did do was give me a really deep interest in the Bible and a deeper kind of interfaith on my own.
Yeah, that makes
Um,
sense.
I didn't attend an organized church for many years. I did for a short time. There was a gay church in the Atlanta area that I attended, but
Mhm.
there was a lot of drama. There was much more drama than Jesus. So,
I think a lot of churches have that problem, not just gay affirming ones.
yes, yes. And then about the time when Jenna and I met in 2017, I'd started caring for my grandmother who has Alzheimer's. And I would take her to church.
Hmm.
And it was a little country free will Baptist church.
Nice.
And one would think me walking in there with at the time in the beginning was completely rainbowed hair and being who I am, that they would have had a conniption fit, but they embraced me with open arms.
That's awesome.
They don't prepare their sermons ahead of time in that tradition. They believe that the Lord moves them to speak. So when the pastor at the time, AL, got up there,
Hmm.
he preached on judging others. He did the splinter log analogy
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
spent a lot of time on, you know what, we don't judge one another.
Yeah, yeah. Don't point out the splinter in your brother's eye when you've got a log in your
Log
own,
in
right?
your own. Yes.
Absolutely.
After that, there was always a meal.
Yep.
And I think I received more hugs
Mhm.
at that than I had probably received in years.
Wow.
As her dementia progressed and during the winter, we weren't able to go as often, but I
Hmm.
did find my own faith growing, which was about the time that Jenna and I met. When we lived in Huntington, we became members of the UCC
Hmm.
there. They were open and affirming. They were one of the first open and affirming churches in West Virginia, I believe.
Yep, that makes sense.
We really loved it there. We ended up, after she graduated, moving to South Carolina, and we were struggling to find a new church home when COVID hit.
Yep. Yep.
So for COVID, we were locked down a little bit longer because of my immune system. So we did a lot of watching our old church online because they live streamed. And it wasn't until we moved here and we were starting to search for a church, and we had tried a couple. It's much easier up here to find a church that's open and affirming
Yeah.
and welcoming than it is in the South. Brockport First Baptist was the first one that really felt more like a home,
Oh, wow.
more like a community, more like, oh, we fit here. And this church was the first time where both kids have found a place to be. It helps Danny. He's been able to be active in slides. He gets out
Mhm.
more. He's able to be a little bit more social.
Yep.
And Noah helping out in the nursery, he
Hmm.
gets to feel like he's contributing,
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense.
and feels like he's a part of the community.
See, this is really helpful for me to hear too, because like, I love our church, obviously, and I find Brockport First Baptist to be a very welcoming and friendly place. But obviously, I'm biased. Everyone has to be at least somewhat nice to me. So to hear it from other people is huge. And I'm trying to think, has it been 2 years that you guys have
We're
been?
coming up on 2 years this
Awesome.
fall. I think we started attending in September, October, right before the election.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, we're coming right up on that. Now, as church life coordinator, why don't you tell us a little bit about what a church life coordinator is? What does that entail? What is it you'd say you do here?
Church life coordinator is the person who makes sure that all the stuff that goes on Sunday morning happens.
Yep.
It's the tech team, it's the greeters and the ushers and the welcome team,
Yeah.
it's communion, it's the worship team. It's making sure that all of the pieces are in place,
Yep.
from, is the coffee filled in cafe to, do people know how to check their kids into children's church or the nursery? All
Yep.
of those pieces need to be put together.
Yeah, the way I think of it is, Sunday mornings are kind of a bit of a three ring circus in the sense that there's a lot happening, there's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot of phenomenal people and teams who make all that happen. And the church life coordinator is the person who's basically the ringleader. When there's an opening somewhere, you're jumping in to fill it or finding someone to fill it and getting team A and team B to actually work together and all of that. So it's a challenging role, but it's a very important one. So, and I'm really excited to have you as our new church life coordinator. For folks at our church who are maybe looking to get connected, serve, get plugged in, what are some ways people can serve in church life ministries?
There are several opportunities. There's the welcome team. There
Mm-hmm.
is the tech team,
Yep.
runs the slides. We'll be live streaming soon, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah, we're probably only a week or two away from being able to really start testing the live stream. The camera's working now finally. So,
So,
and that's going to double the need on the tech side of things. So yeah, if you're watching this and you know how to operate a computer, we need you on the tech team.
so tech team, the
Yep.
communion servers. I think that that's
Mhm.
pretty much a well-oiled machine at this point.
Yep.
But if you have any interest in Sunday mornings, even cafe, helping keeping the coffee filled and water out, feel free to say hi. Let me know you have an interest, and we'll see how to get you plugged in.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. If you're watching this video and you want to get involved on the church life side of things, if you want to serve while you're here on Sunday mornings, Shannon is the person to talk to. If you can't find Shannon, come talk to me. And we will get you connected with the information you need. Shannon, thank you so much for joining me and being part of this series. For everyone watching, I will see you at worship this Sunday at 10 a.m. Grace and peace.